Hi. So regarding sa katong baguhay ra nga nag-viral nga video regarding sa road rage incident sa Antipolo na ay nag-ask sa ato if makonsider ba daw as self-defense ang gibuhat sa katong lalaki, no? So let us discuss what are the elements of a valid self-defense para ma-absolve or para walay criminal liability ang akusado. So, ang self-defense is actually one of the justifying circumstances under the under Article 11 of the Revised Penal Code. So, gitawag siya justifying circumstances because if proven nga ang akusado acted in self-defense, there will be no criminal liability. Pasabot, dili siya mapriso kung ma-prove niya nga he acted in self-defense. So nga justified man. So the law looks at it as if the act was committed without any criminal intent. So mao nang justified ang iyang act. So kung ang akusado pananglitan mo invoke nga self-defense, naan niya ang burden to prove nga na ay valid self-defense. So ang matabo, ma-shift ang burden from the prosecution now to the defense, to the accused. Kaya sa criminal cases, ang burden to prove the guilt of the accused beyond reasonable doubt rests upon the prosecution. But since na ay self-defense, pasabutan na giangkon sa akusado nga iya nabuhat ang krimen. Pero nabuhat rato niya kay tungod he acted in self-defense. So maunang ma-shift ang burden sa defense or sa akusado to prove that he really indeed acted in self-defense. So if that is the case, siya ang magpresenta una instead ang prosecution. So na ay reverse trial nga matabo. So in order to constitute as a valid self-defense, na ay tulo ka elemento nga need i-prove si akusado. First element is there must be unlawful aggression. Second element is that there must be a reasonable necessity of means employed in order to prevent or repel the unlawful aggression. And last element is there must be lack of sufficient provocation on the part of the person defending himself. So ato ni himay-himayon ang kada elemento. Magsugod ta sa first element, unlawful aggression. Now take note that the aggression must be unlawful. Kaya nga no, if it is a lawful aggression, then there's no self-defense. So take note that the aggression referred to here in the first element is physical aggression, meaning physical aggression manifesting danger to life and or to limb, okay? So the aggression also must be real, actual, and imminent. So dili pwedeng gihadlok lang ka, then mamusil na ka, dili pwede because ang requirement sa balaod is it is physical aggression and the aggression must be real, imminent, and imposes danger to life or to limb. Now let's proceed to the second element, which is the reasonable necessity of means employed in order to prevent or repel the aggression. Pasabot ani ang pamaagi para nimo mapaundang or ma-stop ang katong unlawful aggression. Okay? So ang take note, ang requirement sa balawod is reasonable necessity. So kinahanglan ang pamaagi sa pagpaundang or pag-prevent or pag-repel sa aggression must be reasonable. So when you say reasonable, dapat proportionate ang means employed. So we call this rational equivalence. So meaning proportionate dapat ang force exerted in order to prevent the aggression. So for instance, kung sumbagay lang, kung kamo try gamit, di ka pwede mo gamit pusil. So kung gisumbag ka, di mo pwede pusilon imong kontra. Why? Because the force exerted in order to prevent the aggression is no longer necessary and no longer reasonable. Take note, kung sumbagay, ang imuhang pag-defend, imuhang kaugalingon, or imuhang way to repel or prevent the aggression must also be through sumbagay, okay? So, dili pwede nga pusilon nimo kay tungod gisumbag ka. That is no longer reasonable and that is no longer proportionate or equivalent to the force exerted by the aggressor. Now, let's proceed to the third element, which is the lack of sufficient provocation on the part of the person defending himself. Okay? So, pasabot ani, dapat si offender-aggressor, wala siya nag-una-una. So, take note ha, this is self-defense. Ang victim ani is the aggressor. Ang katong, for example, ang namatay. Ang namatay is the aggressor, not the offender. Dili ang akusado because si akusado ni ato raw nag-act in self-defense lang kay nag-una-una man ang biktima. So dapat walay provocation siyang part, kay kung ma-prove nga naa siya provocation nga nag-una-una siya mao gi-atake siya ni victim, then they cannot invoke self-defense. Take note again, the requirement of the law is lack of sufficient provocation. So pasabot, wala niya unahi, wala siya gibuhat nga nakaprovoke ni victim nga para atakihon siya. Kay kung naa siya gibuhat, kung iyang giprovoke to si victim, nya mao gi-atake siya, then he cannot again invoke self-defense. So karon, since na-discuss nato unsa ang mga elements para ma-consider as valid self-defense, so kung nagtan-aw mo tong viral nga Antipolo Road Rage, i-apply daw ninyo ang katong elements nga atong na-discuss ganiha ug palihog og comment below kung unsa ang inyong opinion, kung naabay valid self-defense or kung wala. Okay? Oh, by the way, sa katong nag-send sa ilahang mga messages sa TikTok o nag-comment sa TikTok, no? My apologies. Di na gid ko ka-reply ninyo usa-usa kay daghan kaayo ang mag-message sir. Bitaw, di na ko ka-reply kay daghan na jud siya og natabunan na ang mga comments and mga messages. But you can go to my Facebook page or to my YouTube account. Just search Attorney Zai. Gamay pa dito ang comments or ang mga messages. So if I have time, I will reply to all of your DMs or queries. Also, sa katong mag-PM and magsigig comments sa atong video sa TikTok, no, to accommodate all of you, mag-live na lang ta every 9 PM Saturday. Since I cannot reply to all of your messages, to all of your comments, kana na lang atong buhaton, mag-live ta every Saturday at 9 PM. So at least matubag na to ang inyohang mga pangutana. I will just post, I'll post an invite. Basta ka nang para ma-notify mo, we'll post it on my TikTok account. Okay? So that's it for Let's Talk Legal with Attorney Zai.